Yo, what's up, guys? It's 3Vol. Welcome back to the channel. The channel all about evolution. Today, we got some more very, what would I call this? Multimedia focused content. Because if you know anything about this channel, that's where it started, and I've gotten very off track with that. For organization purposes, or organization, but organizing purposes rather. Um, I have placed all that other content basically on the Black Knight Passport channel. So if you want to see all the other stuff, it's there. Um, I will be getting back to doing more stuff like that, but for now, that's not our focus. So I only have a limited time to do this, but I do want to talk about this baby right here. And I should have unplugged it before I got here. I don't know why it's... Alright, bro. This gent is tripping. It immediately went into sleep mode as soon as I unplugged it. What the freak is that? You are tripping, dog. Alright, so I said I was going to talk about this more, but yeah, give me a second. Right here, right here, right here. Alright. The screen's a little bright, but the Lenovo Legion Go. Now, let me see if I can turn down this brightness so you guys can see a bit better. The gent's very low now, so you about to either see or it's just not for the work. So something like that. The focus of the camera definitely is not getting it, but you can kind of see that. So to talk about this baby right here. Oh yeah, it looks much better from here, from this angle, huh? There you go. To talk about this baby, it's very important for you to understand the background of everything leading up to this point. So, I said that I will talk about this in this video, and I essentially want to kind of break down why did I even buy this. When I bought my Steam Deck, first, let me just say this. Before the Steam Deck came out, I had my Switch. My Switch, it was fun-ish, very disappointing for a lot of reasons though. And man, did it disappoint me. You can't even message people on that thing. There's no internet browser on that thing. The Bluetooth was trash, and they didn't really have Bluetooth before that, so I guess I'm appreciative that they added it. There's no customization at all, and I'm an Android user, so I love customization on my phone. I don't like bland looking phones. I don't like that. I don't like bland looking UI. I'm not with that. So before the Switch, I really didn't. I fell off from PS Vita, got the Switch, and then essentially the Steam Deck was announced, and I was super hyped for that thing, right? And rightfully so. Like, here's a platform of my dreams, right? Here it is of my dreams, and I should grab that right now. Actually, so let me go ahead and snap it. All right, we back. Now, this is I could have actually did a cut right there, but I'm not gonna do it. Whatever. So this is the platform of my dreams, right? This baby right here. Should turn it on. We're gonna let that turn on in the background. We're gonna deal with that in a little bit. I don't even know where the freak my was it plugged up over here? Guess it was, huh? It was a platform of my dreams, right? This baby could play everything. It could play everything, right? It's so sick. It's so amazing. I still love it, by the way. Don't think that's just because I got Legion Go, I don't like it anymore. And it did everything that I've ever wanted. Here I can play console quality games on the go, adjust them, mod them, and then I can play every game system from NES, SNES, N64, GameCube, Wii, Wii U, Switch, PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, some PS3. We're going to get into that. And everything from Game Boy to Game Boy Color, the GBA to DS to 3DS to PSP, and no PS Vita. I'm working on that on my Legion Go. And I was just like, man, this is the console of my dreams. I've never had anything that could do so much. Never. This is the $400 version that I've upgraded. So this thing is worth way more than $400. You can probably tell just by looking at this baby. It just is clean. This is probably in total about the same price of the highest Legion Go with tax. I mean, me upgrading this baby, this is like $800 right here. Me putting $800 into a device. And man, I don't regret it in the slightest. However, why was I not just satisfied with this? I mean, it looks awesome. It's sexy. It's so clean. It's amazing. Well, there's a couple of issues. The first issue comes in like, how am I gonna start this? Okay, so I like to play this in dock mode while I'm here at home, right? When I'm gone, I will put this, obviously in a bag, and then your boy's good. But in dock mode, I use a PS4 controller, and I don't like Elite controllers, and I don't like the PS5 controller. I'm very much a PlayStation fan. I don't like how they've kind of removed a lot of stuff, and because of that, I lose so many controls when I dock it. I don't have these touchpads when I dock it because PS4 only has one, and that gen isn't even set up in every game. These are automatically set up in every game. Every game you play, you don't have to worry about that. These four back buttons you don't have, and ultimately, I lose out on having essentially the functionality that I have here when I dock it. Now, when I get my Legion Go, right? My Legion Go, I'm thinking about skinning this young white. I really want to. Got a lot of dust. This giant is a big boy. And essentially, I've seen people take these controllers off, and they always like look like they're fighting the device to do it. Like, I hate it. I'm just like, bro, it doesn't take that much effort. And suddenly, my bad. I'll go back. All right. Suddenly, I can take these off, and suddenly, I still have the touchpad. I still have the back buttons. In fact, I have a scroll wheel on this baby. So for browsing, this just is insane, right? So I have those things. I have the extra four back buttons, plus I have two side buttons. And okay, bro, you're doing a lot. My bad. It's a little loud, isn't it? You probably hear that, John. So, and then I got the scroll wheel and whatnot, and I got everything in one. And when I dock it, right, there's some other problems with the Steam Deck that I've had, right? Another problem has been definitely the fact that PS3 games don't run fantastically on that. I can play some PS3 games on it. Like, don't get me wrong, fighting games, 60 FPS. Which I don't even need 60, but you know. But I can't play Little Big Planet on it. And Little Big Planet is one of my favorite game series of all time. It's definitely up there with Phantasy Star. And I can't do that. Well, on here, I can do that. I can do that, right? And this is 2 terabytes. My Steam Deck is 1.5 terabytes, right? So I love both of them. And so I have so many games on here. And then there's some other things. I'm an artist. You guys should know this, that I'm an artist. So one thing that I like to do is reshade. I can't reshade on the Steam Deck like that. Now, some people say there's a workaround, which there is. Problem is, though, that the workaround is very destructive. And also, the workaround in many games also disables mods. So if I want to mod a game with a reshade, good luck doing that. Now, on this baby, I've reshaded pretty much like almost 10 games. I think like 9 games I've reshaded. Games I think could definitely use visual improvements. Monster Hunter Rise, Mega Man X Dive Offline, a Senran Kagura game, and some other games I've reshaded, right? And it's like it's a whole different level, right? It's just incredible, right? So I have that, and I have all that here at the palm of my hands. And while I have grown to like Linux and over Windows in a lot of ways, one of the biggest problems with the Steam Deck, I'm gonna show you right now. I'm gonna show you right now, is if I press. Actually, it's best seeing it from here, wasn't it? I think it's just too. I think this thing's too bright. It's just too bright. If I go down, if I go to power, that's just too bright. Let me turn this brightness down. Actually, so on this side, which panel is it? Brightness. There it is. This should be enough. All right. So that should be adequate. Yep, it looks better. Then we go here. Then you see right here it says power. If I click power, there's a couple of options. There's a switch to desktop mode, right? And what it will do is it'll switch out the GUI and it'll go straight to desktop. But dang, I got dust on these babies right here. But it takes time, and then I have to constantly do that whenever I want to access desktop mode. Now, I think still it's amazing to have both, right? And I love the fact that this can launch straight into straight into the GUI, right? To Steam OS gaming mode is what they call it. I love it, right? It's fantastic. But if I want to do that with this, it's, I mean, if I have it in handheld mode, it's much easier. I just swipe up, and suddenly I have access to everything, and it's just that simple. There's no having to go close out that GUI, then go these fans. Bro, didn't I turn you down, bro? But the fans actually aren't that loud. I think it might. I don't know. We're just gonna turn this down. No, we're gonna turn it quiet. We're gonna turn it quiet. I don't know. But I can access everything here, and it's like the accessibility with that, bro. Like it's just like being able to go to desktop mode. Oh, I need to access Reshade, or I need to go to a browser, or I need to like do this. I need to research this, look that up. I need to access this. Oh, that save file, I want to back it up. Oh, those screenshots that I have, I want to access them, because accessing screenshots on Steam Deck is actually vile. It's one of my problems with Steam Deck, and it's just like it's a big problem. Whereas this is crispy as freak. This baby is crispy. So I have the detached controllers for desktop, or not desktop, dock mode. I have the ability to go to desktop very easily, and I can mod way more easily. I can reshade way more easily, and ultimately I can play PS3 games and Switch games that would not run on my Steam Deck. I have Switch games I haven't even tried on here that I know will run that have not ran on my Steam Deck, like Kirby's Forgotten Lands, and I have, and it's like it's got the same great features that I love about my Steam Deck. If I head straight to the library real quick, go ahead and show off what your boy got. I don't know if like the screen can actually catch all that, but you know what I'm saying. I'll be able to read it off for you. I know you can see like Nintendo Wii over here, some of that other stuff. But either way, I'll just read it off real quick. I got 75 Nintendo 64 games, 256 Nintendo DS games, 187 NES games, 368 Game Boy Advance games, 37 Game Boy Color games, 17 Game Boy GameCube games, 87 SNES games, 51 Switch games, 4 Wii games, 4 Wii U games, 18 PlayStation 2 games, 115 Sega Genesis Mega Drive games, 10 Sega Master System games, 4 Sony PlayStation 1 games, 26 PlayStation 3 games, and 41 PSP games. This thing is killing. this baby is killing. And then on top of that, I got 22 Steam games on top of that baby, and these babies have been modded and reshaded. Now, where's my Steam Deck sitting all this? Now, personally, I'm gonna need to restart this, John, because I think the audio is very weird. Um, I don't know. I think I haven't restarted this in a while. It's a little off. But my Steam Deck sits basically in, I think, playing mainly Steam games. I think this is more of an emulation device with Steam like is very good on it as well, but not perfect. Whereas this is pretty much almost perfect with Steam games. I have no issue playing Steam games with this baby. Let me show you guys. Let me see if it shows up. If you don't, we're gonna have an issue. You better do it. You better do it. You better do it. Don't disappoint me. Come on, man. This one thing Steam Deck got over Legion Go. You better show it. My teeth look a little yellow in this light. My pearly whites ain't so pearly in this light, bro. What's good? Either way. Yeah, I got it set to yellow because kind of balanced because the room is more so blue, lit blue. So it's a nice balance. But like, come on, man, come on. Let me go ahead and show this gen off real quick. The GameCube intro, baby. That joint is sick. Yep, that's good. The audio's good now. Alright, so yeah, it's still sick, and I got 71 Steam. Oh man, that joint is not showing up, huh? That joint is not showing up at all. Either way, I got 71 Steam games on this basically, whereas this one has 22, right? And some of these games do not run great. Like, let's just keep it a buck. They don't run great. I get it. There, some of them like are older games, some of them are not. But I've had problems with this with Steam games, whereas emulation, this has been much more of a much better device. And just for like dock mode and handheld, this is superior. And that big screen. So essentially, I do want to kind of just summarize this by saying, when the Steam Deck got announced, I really lost my mind. This is the most obsessed I've been over any device because it was like everything I've ever wanted. Everything, like emulation, like the game choices of Steam, and then being able to like mod them and like, oh, I get to actually have controls over my saves and stuff. I was one of the dudes who was like, bro, Switch is dead. And I kind of still believe that because I haven't touched my Switch ever, like after I got my Steam Deck. And why would I? Why would I could play all my Switch games on, like, pretty much every Switch game except like 2 runs on my Steam Deck. And every Switch game runs on here. Every single one. And plus this just has motion controls. So you want to play like Splatoon and all them other games with that stuff, you could do it. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Some other great things about this device that it has over the Steam Deck, the touchscreen accuracy is insane compared to the Steam Deck. I put on a screen protector that is much more thick than the one on my Steam Deck, and it works better than with the screen protector. That works better than the Steam Deck without one. The keyboard is better. I get that the Steam Deck has more customization with that type of stuff. I get it. But that one just, it works better. The battery life is pretty much about the same, so it's like whatever. Some other great things, man. This baby honestly has buttons that look like a PS Vita. And if you know anything about me, I think PS Vita has the best buttons, or best looking buttons, and the best D-pad I've ever seen on any device. Now, I'm not going to show you guys how this gem looks without wiping it down first. But yeah, so it has like these almost like glass looking buttons, like they're plastic. I don't know if you can catch that, right? But this junk is pretty much the same, right? It's like the translucent button type thing, right? Like the buttons are the same, right? Of course, PS Vita is darker, but it's like fantastic. And so I have stuff like that. There's also some other cool things that you can do on this baby that you can't do on the Steam Deck. Um, this junk has two not micro SD, but two USB-C ports. And what I'm looking for is a dock that is exactly like the Switch that I could just drop this baby in and take them controls off. That junk would be so sick. That would be so fire, bro. Grab that baby. Oh no, that would clean up. That would clean up, bro. That junk would be fire. But this video is taking so long for me to do and tell you guys, have you guys understand where I kind of sit between these devices, why I got this, where does the Steam Deck sit now, and all these other type of things, because it took me so long to set up emulation. Not only that, but when I first got this device, I didn't have a like browser that has like all my passwords and stuff saved. I don't really do that stuff. I know other people do. So when I had to kind of like, oh, you gotta log in and this and that and this and that and all that, and kind of save all these things to like the device instead of like some server, I had to do all and that took time. I had to install all those programs. I had to get Blender on this baby, which I am going to be using once I get a stylus. Capacitive stylus is what you need, because if you try to use another one, it's not gonna work. So I had to do that. Then the emulators, I used EmuDeck, and then I had to tinker with that. You still got to change the settings because there's no Legion Go setting. So I got to go with, okay, GameCube times 3, 3S times 3, PS2 times this, add that, anti-aliasing, turn that down, turn this to that, turn that to that. And with PS3 has been some of the most tedious, difficult stuff to ever set up. And so my PS3 emulation has been a problem. That baby is difficile, bro. I mean, sheesh. PS3 emulation is crispy on the baby though, obviously, right? You can see Tekken and everything on there. Yeah, baby was good. Very, very nice, you know. So I mean, like, I just setting this up was like game by game. I have to go to game by game. What's the issues? Oh, I gotta write color buffers. I gotta turn on asynchronous shading. I gotta turn down the bilinear settings, and then I gotta turn this up. Oh, resolution actually go up on this one. I might as well do that on like something like King of Fighters. Also, King of Fighters is not here. I gotta add that to the library. Anyways, I got more games and stuff I still need to do. Every game I had to go game by game to make sure it works, and if it didn't work, I needed to change settings, and then there's a back and forth of that and all that type of stuff. And guess what? It still is the case with something like Nintendo Switch. I haven't even fixed all my Nintendo Switch games. There's like, I haven't played all these. All my PS3 games, I've played them, but my Switch, because I understand Switch is not the emulation that I honestly, for like Yuzu or something, is just so insanely good. And so I have games here that I haven't like even like tested, and I'm gonna probably do that today. But it's fantastic. It is absolutely fantastic. I'm gonna load one up real fast, but I just want to quickly just talk about the fact that EmuDeck is awesome, but it's still in its early phases, and it still needs work, right? It's fantastic, but it still needs work, man. Like this is a device that is freshly out, and I'm one of the first people to get it, and I'm very blessed to be that way. So thank God, and God bless. But it's still so early with not only the EmuDeck branch, but this like device itself. This device is not even seen, I believe, like half of its potential yet. We gotta wait for a lot of dang updates for this thing to actually be where it needs to be. This thing doesn't even have like saved, like shared RAM and VRAM. You have to set that manually. Like, that's such a basic thing, and it's not here. This gen is massive on the screen. Look at that. Hey, jump, bro, put that jump in my head. Look at that jump. My goodness. Also beat this game already, and I don't have a save file on here because this is Yuzu. I beat it with like Ryujinx. Oh snap! Look at this. Oh look at this. Another cool thing you can do is like Yuzu. I got my profile pictures right here with my name, 3Volve and Revolve, baby. Let's go. That's clean. And this was fun, bro. This is like one of those things. Like I wish I wish more people could like get this device, man. But it's gonna have to take some time. Price is gonna have to drop another. Is this just on quiet mode and running Yuzu? I didn't even think about that. I guess we're not in the game yet. My girl, it's always gonna be Daisy. What's good? I'm just showing off at this point. All right, look. This device is incredible, and I'm gonna wrap it up by saying this. I think the Steam Deck and the Legion Go can both exist because my Steam Deck is not getting Windows. I refuse, and I will never put Windows on this baby. I just won't. I would dare not insult this beautiful, amazing device, Linux device, that does things so simply and amazingly by putting Windows on. I'm not going to do that, right? I'm going to use this for Steam games. However, I will never probably put Linux on this junk. Just because I can't, like, reshade mods, like the ability just to go to desktop mode just by doing that. It's like a convenience that I don't want to give up. Now I don't love Windows, but like I have like a passion for it. I ain't got that, right? But I see it like Windows has amazing capabilities that I don't want to lose. So does Linux. Use both of them. What's the problem? What's the issue? What's the complication? Like, let's stop pretending like these two devices just straight out replace each other, because the Legion Go definitely does not replace the Steam Deck. It just is what it is. And the Steam Deck does not replace the Legion Go. And I know people kind of hate to say that because there's obvious clear winners in every category, right? So people want to, you don't like the, oh, well, they're both good in their own right. Everybody kind of says that. So it sounds so like drab and like lame. You're like, well, you obviously know one is better than the other for like individuals. So if I had to like narrow it down to every single thing and decide which device is better for me, and just like stop the cap with the nonsense of like, oh, every device has like all of like they do, but like, obviously you lean towards more so one device, and I'm gonna have to pick the Legion Go. Personally, bigger screen, reshade, mods, desktop ease, accessibility, the removable controllers that allow me to literally just play. Oh, I dock it and sit my butt back down, and guess what? I got the full controls. Like, no compromising on any of that. And it's just something different. Plus, this has a trackpad like the Steam Deck, and I only really need one. But I know that currently it's not like in the where it needs to be for people to just start jumping on board and grabbing one. But it's amazing still, even right now. So what I'm trying to say is that the Steam Deck has its use cases, and so does my Legion Go. This does not outright replace it, but it is my favorite of the two. But with that said, I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. If y'all still only got a Switch, what are you doing? What are you doing? Like, honestly, what are you doing? Bro, let me go ahead and let me spit some game for y'all real quick. If y'all still got a Switch, you are so limited in everything that you're doing right now. Let me tell you about the issues with Switch before I freaking wrap this up. There are some problems with Switch. There are many Switch games on Switch that don't even run great. I've bought a lot of games for Switch that do not run great on Switch. And what I mean by great, I mean 30. I'm not asking for 60 on Switch. I mean 30. 30. Minecraft Dungeons can't even hit a consistent 30. Monster Hunter Stories 2 can't even hit a consistent 30. Saints Row ports couldn't hit a consistent 30. Any of those freaking cloud games couldn't even hit a consistent 30. Age of Calamity couldn't hit a consistent 30. And I have more games, I just can't think of them all right now because it's been so long since I touched my Switch. But I've got a list of 20 games on Switch that do not hit 30. How is that many games for this device for y'all claim to be? Start it up. Oh, and I don't have to worry about anything. That's why I would give it a Switch over a gaming PC. And then it's or a PC handheld, a gaming PC handheld. Like, and then when I play on my Switch, it doesn't even run the games meant for it well. How is that possible? Then how about some more issues, huh? The friend system is still so backwards. Why is it not simple? Game invites don't those don't exist. You can't even message friends. They want you to use a stupid app thing and they still haven't let that go. You can't message friends, there's no voice chat, there's none of that. The browser does not exist. And then the eShop. Why did it run like a BlackBerry freaking browser? Like a browser off the BlackBerry. Browser off like, you know what a BlackBerry, I'm talking about old junts. I ain't talking about no new junk. It's, the Switch is so far behind. Not even like just straight up hardware wise, but just design wise, software wise, you can't even customize it. I could customize my 3DS. My Nintendo DS had a browser. Nintendo is going backwards in so many ways. And it's like, why would I not just get the Switch games and then put them on here? Why would I even go with like playing them on a Switch? Now I got my Switch games. I have them. I have a method to like rip them. But for people who can't rip them or whatever, honestly, my recommendation for y'all, just honestly, I ain't saying I did this. Right? Because I got my Switch games I can show you. I actually posted like proof of like my Switch games that I had ripped on my Twitter. But my recommendation for y'all is literally just buy the physical game and just say you ripped it. That's it. Like, who gonna check? Who? Like, and that's my recommendation for y'all, because them just don't even run that great on there. And then I can mod Switch games. I switch games on a better screen, better controls. These just are better Joy-Cons in every way. I've never seen, like, I guess the removal mechanism could be like smoother, but the way I've seen people take them off honestly makes me kind of hate more so Legion Go users, because I see them ripping these just off and I'm just like, what is wrong with you? Stop that. And I mean, you saw me take them off. Well, it was off screen, but I don't have a camera like for that right now. And it was not that hard. And it's just like, bro, I honestly do not see the point of owning a Switch to play Switch games even. Like, the only thing you would do is like only for online, but even Yuzu has online. You can say, oh, it's more limited. Like, sure, well then, like, sure, go for it. But and then, oh my gosh, and then here's my biggest issue about Switch. NSO, Nintendo Switch Online emulation. They have these broken games, limited library of games. You killed off Virtual Console so I can rent your games. Like this is freaking Blockbuster or something. Y'all know what happened to Blockbuster? Yeah, that's right. Exactly. Stop it. So I could play your trash games on Nintendo Switch Online. You want me to play... Let me put this into context. Nintendo wants me to pay a subscription service fee to buy games, or sorry, rent games that I've already purchased on all these other consoles that support Virtual Console, Wii U, 3DS, and whatnot. And you want me to buy them again. You want them to rent them this time. So I don't even own them when I own them. And you literally just could have brought over Virtual Console and improved it. So now you want me to rent your service, like, and then on top of that, the Switch is primarily a handheld device. Why the freak would I play these retro games that have never ever been always online and limit myself to always playing them online on a handheld? Beyond stupid. Like, Nintendo Switch online emulation is beyond the most stupid garbage. And bro, I've seen people play online with that. So, oh, you can play it online. So can I. I could use Parsec on not only this, but I can also use it on my freaking Steam Deck. And I've seen people play online, laggy, latency, issues. And I see people playing on Parsec. And I see people playing games like Dragon Ball Tenkaichi and old games like Pokemon Stadium, all these games in multiplayer, and guess what? It's near flawless. And they're using the same internet that they're using to pay for that garbage Nintendo Switch Online crap. What the freak do I look like? Now, this is not saying that I need Nintendo to be perfect, but you already had a solution for that you killed off, so now I can buy your Renegade crap. I already got all these games that I have on here. These PS3 games, bought them. Switch games, bought them. Game Boy Color games, bought them. But my GameCube's sitting right there. I already showed y'all my PS Vita. Why the freak would I rent a game when I could just own the game and put the game that I own on here? Sorry, rent over, dog. That really pisses me off. Like, the Nintendo's backwards level thinking is incredible. And this is why I say, bro, if y'all don't get one of these, bro, y'all own some. Y'all own some. Y'all really own some. Oh, I'm fine with my Switch. You a crackhead. For real. Come on, dog. Like, what? Like, what? Bro. Now, let me wrap this up by rating the Legion Go, right? I'm also going to rate the Steam Deck just for comparison's sake. Honestly, if I have to give the Steam Deck a rating for everything it does, price, accessibility, format, controls, comfort, like portability, compatibility with games and all the stuff you can do with that. And I count emulation. Yes, I count that. If I had to give Steam Deck a price, bro, I mean, not a price, a score, I would give it just like 9 out of 10. Almost perfect, bro. This is the LCD version. I'm not getting the OLED. I don't need it. I'm good with this. I'm more than fine with this. I mainly play this docked anyways because like I said, like, honestly, me taking this baby on a go, it's great and all, and I do it, but man, I don't know, like, something about like just having like a Steam machine like that actually works. But I do take it out. I take it out, like, I save now like 40% of the time. I take it out, 60 I keep it here. And then rating this baby, I'd have to get this junk like 7.5. Now this junk could easily be a 9 if they get the drivers and all that stuff together, which I'm pretty sure they will, but as of right now, it's not the case. So I don't know what to tell y'all, dog. If y'all ain't getting a Legion Go or a Steam Deck or any other device like that, if y'all over here wasting y'all time, making excuses, and out here freaking like just saying all this nonsense, I don't know what's up with y'all. Now, setting up emulation is not easy. It's not. It's not gonna be easy. It's not gonna be flawless, right? It's just not. But this baby is beyond clean. I gotta get my other save where I beat like Castle Bowser and all this gentleman here. But with that said, that's it. This was the video. I knew it was gonna last a long time. Hopefully you guys got all the information that you needed. Hopefully I gave you guys everything that you need to know about both devices. And I think, once again, both are amazing. Please get the one that you want to get, but the Legion Go is fire, right? There's a Legion Go video. This junk is fire. That junk is bad. I'm telling you, man, that junk is fire as freak. So much love. I'm gonna see y'all later. Once again, this is 3Volve, channel all about evolution. So remember to evolve. We out.